answers. Usually I do 10 questions with 10 answers. This time it's going to be a one question sent by someone that has 10 really put into it, so we're going to do it that way. A big shout out to Jaden for the question. It's a very good question, because he said, if you could pick any 10 people in your lifetime to play games with, that you could go back past or present and you could play them today, who would you pick and why? Now, really and truly, there's hundreds. There's probably up to 1,000 people I could think of, but I had to narrow it down to a limited 10. So it was really, really difficult. We're going to play Fortnite while answering these questions as well. But when you get to the top 5, you'll see why they're there. But from 10 to 6, even that was very difficult. So with no further ado, I'm going to start with number 10. And number 10 is a rare individual, because I haven't even seen this guy in ages, but I know if we turned it on, nothing's forgotten. And that's Rod Mandak. And back in the day, we used to play Rival Schools, and we used to play that game stupidly hard. It was just by far a very interesting game. We actually used to use infinites on, but when we used to turn the landing off. But what was unique about it was we made one rule, said if you do an infinite, you're only allowed to do it up to 25 hits, and then you had to release the character, or if you hit the floor, you had to release them anyway. So it made the game even vast interesting. I'm gonna put it here. So yeah, if that was somebody who I could play games with again, then yeah, my odds would have been picking Rod, man, definitely, for that. Number 9 would be my brother playing Lotus Turbo Challenge. Like, you can't relive them days, man. I'm sorry, just even it's 1987, 1988. You can't even relive them days, man. It's just, I think it was 86, 87, 88. In those 3 years, it was just, I didn't even go out to play games then. I was just playing Atari ST, and Lotus Turbo was the first car game I've really ever set my eyes on, and it blew off my head. Couldn't shake him off, no matter what I tried. Used to try some dangerous things. They used to look at me, used to think these things, what you're doing is dangerous. I never even thought they were dangerous. You take their theories to the real road, like, nah, man, I don't know, like, you'd have to be a lucky individual, man. Yeah. Fools. That was the Fools of Motorsports. Four games used to hang around here. So, must be mad. People get all the way over here, like. Number 8 would be Norman and Capcom versus SNK 2. The thing was, there was probably 6 people I could have actually filled this role. I could have put, like, there's Sendo, there's Ramirez, there's James Colhane I could have put in there. There's a shitload of people I could put in that spot for SNK 2. Like, would I dare call that game unfinished business? Probably so. A lot of people played SNK 2. quite possibly one of the best games, ever made, man. And it was just mashed up on from a great length. But outsiders that couldn't understand that they needed get other games in the scene. All they wanted was Tekken 5 and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. No other games were getting involved, and by the time it was too late, man, I just called it to say, look, call this thing a day, call this thing an end. I've got no interest here. Right, number 7 is Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and the person I would pick that I know easily I could sit here and I could spend a whole day or 100 games with, and the person could care less win or losses, would be Quang without doubt. I'd put him in there. There's a few people I could put in there, but at the highest level of options, I would put Quang at the top of my list for Super Turbo, because I know my man would surface and he'd play a shit ton. And he's kind of one of them guys, like, you know what I mean, you can sit down, you can have a good chat with this guy, and there's no bad blood with this guy, man. There's no animosity, like, unlike most people, you know. That's the one thing I can say about him. And you know, he's highly known in bare circles, man, not just his science and technology and crafting and gaming and going to the other fairs and that. Like, that guy he's a very, very plausible guy, so I would put him there as number 7. Number 6, Daisan for the Fatal Fury games. We're talking about 1 or 2, we're talking about the entire series, because really and truly, when I was young, if it wasn't for him and I used to go to the kebab house, I would never have played Fatal Fury 2. I didn't even know what Fatal Fury 1 was, let alone Fatal Fury 2. Fatal Fury 2, the kebab house had it, was 3-button Neo Geo. I never had the cartridge, I didn't even have the console then, by that time. So, yeah, man, he can play all Fatal Furies. You know, no introduction for him. Quite possibly the greatest game to play with him would be Fatal Fury Special. What would happen if we could have a day of recording? My god, that would be something, you know. I'm not even joking, that would be something mad. Number 5, no other than Sandbag Kai, King of Fighters 98. Actually any King of Fighters really, but really 98 is the definitive game. There's no questions asked after that, really. It's the game we all grew up on. Oh shit, I need to do another one. I'll do another one quickly. AE2. Yeah. It's gonna take ages to do, man. This thing has to hurry up. Come on. Someone's there. Where you gone? Yeah. I see my man was running in. What? Where did he go? He just disappeared. Alright, number 4. This very talented lady. Very talented lady. And no introduction is Stacy, and I would have to put Forza 2 and Gran Turismo Academy, man. But we can't use what we do in real life because that's prohibited, you know what I mean? What goes on there. It's like real racing. So the closest thing to it is the best of 9 on Nürburgring, the best of 15 in all different classes, and totally fuck that up. That could be something in the works. We could hope to do that. Number 3 right now. Now we get to the big 3, because this is where people are going to get a little bit baffed, but everything will be explained in due course. Right, so where are we? Yeah, number 3. I'm going to put Wiss as number 3. And the reason because of that, oh my goodness, is Street Fighter EX2. I only need to play him. I don't need to play anybody else on EX2. Not a soul. Mate, no, actually, tell a lie. Him or Kindervu. Yeah, him or Kindervu for EX2. There is nobody else that I need to play that game with. I could sit there for 30 days and play that guy and I'll never be bored. I couldn't even get angry playing that guy. You know, he's my boy. And number 2 is simply his Nico. Yeah, hyper fighting. Anyone who knows me knows that I play hyper fighting, and when I say when we was younger, this is one of the 2 guys that used to blow me up on hyper fighting. Yeah, now I'm not endorsing a guy like that, I'm just saying that's what used to happen, isn't it? And he was very good, very exceptional, a very complete person at that game, and he could use all the characters like I could. It was just like it was like niggling mistakes people used to do in the game that used to infuriate both of us. Right, bear with me 1 minute. We don't need that. We only need 200. Yeah. Shit, I only need. Because we could do it from here, you know. Wait. If I go... May not have enough time. Shit. I'll clap off the whole place, man. There's no more brick. The brick is outside. That's it. And number one is Derek. Number one is Derek for Dead or Alive Volleyball, and only he will know the real answer to the behind that. You know what I mean? I've always told people like that to me was one of the greatest games ever made. It was one of the best times in my life, spending like a couple of weeks at his house with no one else involved, just me and him playing some different games and breaking down a game to death, only to discover some mad genius stuff in that game. And yeah, if there ever is a window open to play that game again, then that will be the game. Any of them games, to be honest, with any of them people. So when this match is over, I'll end it there. But we've got the final six. Got the final six to do. And the good thing is I'm in contact with 9 of those people. One of them, I don't know how to get hold of him. I'm sure I could get hold of the person, but final 6. I'll see you. Bloody hell. We can hide here. Oh boy. I heard someone else's feet. And it sounded like someone was behind me. Oh shit. Fucking angles. These pieces of shit. Where would you go? Oh, fuck the pair of you. Damn. That was a good win though. but without the building, can't win, isn't it? Eh?